Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Gwendolyn Halle, a seasoned medical microbiologist, and I'm here to bring you the juice. Today we'll be talking about 12 reasons why you shouldn't kiss. Yes, 12 reasons why you shouldn't be kissing everyone you meet, whether it involves just the lips or saliva. Yes, there are reasons why you should keep your lips to yourself. Now, if you're a returning subscriber, this is me saying je t'aime. And if you just stumbled on this channel, I want to say you're welcome. Do subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like and share. Let's roll in. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about 12 reasons why you shouldn't be kissing. Now, there are people who love kissing everybody they meet. You know, you meet somebody today, you start kissing them. And there are two types of kissing. Two types of lip kissing. The first is the kissing that involves just the lips. And the second is the lips and the tongue. And this involves saliva. What is often called French kissing. Now, to some people, they are okay kissing everybody they meet, everybody they are sleeping with. And after this video, it will be you to decide if it's really worth it. Now, for those who are married, it's very important to do constant checkups. In fact, do overall checkups at least 4 times in a year. If you have the same partner you're married to, it's very important because there are many infections that could be transmitted from the vagina, from taking antibiotics, from lifestyle, and a lot more, even from a man's reproductive organ. So it's very important. Don't only say that because I have one partner, I'm married to one person, I'm not open to any form of diseases, bacterial infections. Yes, you are. As long as you're having sexual contact and as long as you're having saliva exchange or an exchange of bodily fluid and body contact with your spouse, you are exposed to some microbial infections. And this may be sexually transmitted, and this may also be due to their lifestyle or be due to a weakened immune system. So don't just say that because I have one sexual partner, I'm fine. Make sure you go for your regular checkups. Now we are going to be going into the 12 reasons why you shouldn't be kissing. Now I want you to be very cautious about something. Some of the symptoms of the infections you can get through kissing are asymptomatic. That means that they lie dormant in the body of the carrier. That means if I have an infection in my body, it can be dormant, whether it's viral, whether it's fungal or bacteria. It can just be dormant in my body and I will just be living normally. So I may not be having a symptom like sore throat or fever or sores in my mouth for me to be able to transmit that infection to you. So there are many people who have infections, who are living with infections in their oral cavity or in their bodies, and they are not aware of it because their body is asymptomatic. The symptoms are lying dormant in their body. It will be when it would reach the tertiary stage or the secondary stage that it may start to manifest in that person's body. So you who is kissing somebody who is a carrier of these microorganisms may just be thinking that the person is healthy. So it's very important that don't look at somebody physically to determine if the person is a carrier of a microorganism. There are many people who carry microorganisms and they live normally. And for some strange reason, their immune system, their antibodies are helping them. Remember that everybody's immune system is different. So you may carry these microorganisms into your body and it really breaks down your immune system. It will really fight you and deteriorate your health. So please, before you get married, make sure you go into doing all the tests all, not only the ones that have to do with your blood group, your genotype, HIV, make sure you do all these tests to find out that the person doesn't have any form of infections that are asymptomatic. This is very important. And this is not to encourage people to be sleeping around. Have one partner. Kissing is so dangerous. I've done a video on oral sex, some of the infections that you could get from oral sex, especially if the person is involved in oral sex and kissing and involved in anal sex. It's very dangerous. And the truth is, if you don't understand or know a person's sexual activity, it is not even advisable to kiss the person. A lot of people are involved in oral sex and anal sex, and they carry a lot of microorganisms in their bodies, in their oral cavity. So please be cautious. Now, the first reason why you shouldn't be kissing anyone is that you can get infectious monoclonosis. This is commonly called the kissing disease. It's a viral infection, and it's very common with a lot of people who kiss several people, who have several partners. And even sometimes you may have one partner, but the partner is not honest with you about their sexual activities. So please make sure you're protecting yourself. The second is the human papilloma virus. This can lead in a long run in throat cancer, mouth cancer. Remember, I said that you can have this virus in you for a long period of time and it stays dormant. The human papilloma virus can also cause oral warts. Point number 3 is oral candida. Oral candida is caused by the fungi Candida albicans. And this is one very common infection that causes mouth odor. In fact, most people who have the white patch on their tongue, who have whitish tongues constantly, or the walls of their mouth are constantly white, is due to oral candida. Remember that someone can get oral candida if they do oral sex. You can do oral sex and pick it up from a male's genitals or a woman's genitals, and while you're kissing somebody, you can transmit this fungi from your mouth into another person's mouth. The fourth point is oral syphilis, and this is caused by a bacteria. It often causes mouth sores, and in some people, it may give them a fever or sore throat. So be conscious about this. And also, oral syphilis can be asymptomatic. That means someone can be having oral syphilis and may not even be having mouth odor, may be healthy, maybe even bulky as I am, but you will have no clue that the person is a heavy carrier. The fifth point is oral chlamydia. I would like to say that oral chlamydia is not transmitted through saliva. But in this case, it can be transmitted through the contact on the tongue, or if both people who are kissing have micro openings in their mouth. Now, micro openings can be caused by brushing, it can be caused by a burn. Let me say you drink hot water or hot tea. You can have micro opening on your tongue or on the walls of your mouth. You can also have micro openings on your gum, on your tongue, if you are eating bones, depending on the type of food that you're eating. If you're eating bones, fish bones and all that, you can have micro openings in your mouth. Now, this French kissing that you're going to do will just be a perfect medium for this oral chlamydia or this microorganism to just transfer from the carrier's mouth into your mouth. So please be careful. Be careful and protect yourself, protect your health. The sixth point is gingivitis. Gingivitis is the inflammation of the gums. The gums are this pinkish tissue that you see underneath the teeth. Now, the bacteria that causes gingivitis can be transmitted from mouth to mouth through French kissing. So it's very important that you protect yourself. And gingivitis is the inflammation of the gums. The 7th point is oral gonorrhea. Oral gonorrhea is not transmitted through saliva, but it can be transmitted through openings in the mouth. Openings, that is contact, especially those who are doing French kissing. You know, if the infected person has an opening and the person they are kissing has an opening. And like I mentioned earlier, these openings could be caused by brushing, using a toothbrush in your mouth. You can have oral openings on your tongue. Oral openings can be caused by if you drink something hot or you eat hot food. It may actually cause a burn on your tongue or on the walls of your mouth, and also by eating certain foods. And I gave an example, chewing bones. For many people who love to chew bones, fish bones, chicken bones, you know, you're likely to have those micro openings in your mouth. And even some people who eat foods they're allergic to. You can eat a food that you're allergic to, or peppery foods that are very spicy. So you can actually get oral gonorrhea by contact. The 8th point is herpes simplex virus. That's the cold virus. You see, some people, they do have like little bumps around their mouth. Little like fever bumps around their mouth. Yes. And scientifically, viral infections cannot be cured. So most times people who have had herpes simplex virus, you know, they can be given antiviral drugs to suppress the symptoms, but the virus is not eradicated from their body. So that means that they have a tendency to transmit that virus to you through saliva. The 9th point is bacterial meningitis. Yes, bacterial meningitis is linked with the brain and also the spinal cord. And this can cause stiff neck. You know, bacterial meningitis is very dangerous. And this can be transmitted through saliva. Point number 10, allergic reactions. Now, you may be kissing somebody who has just eaten a food that you're allergic to. For example, some people are allergic to nuts, peanuts, cashew nuts, and even spicy food. So when you kiss this person, you know, that the particles or the remnants of the food in that person's mouth may actually be transferred into your mouth, and you may develop an allergic reaction. The 11th point is cytomegalovirus. This is a virus that commonly causes sore throat. It causes sore throat. So, and in some patients, it is asymptomatic. And the 12th point is tooth decay. The bacteria that causes tooth decay can be transmitted from an infected person into your mouth. Now, this is particularly for people who have cracked tooth or holes in their gum. Now, I want to tell you this. If you have a hole in your gum or you have a cracked tooth, please refrain from kissing people. Because, trust me, you may have a cracked tooth and the fluid that settles in the hole may come out when you wash or when you gargle, let me say, apple cider vinegar, or let me say oral iodine, and your mouth is free of microorganisms because you're keeping it healthy. You're having a good oral routine. In fact, your oral cavity is healthy. But then when you start kissing somebody who has this bacteria that could cause your gum to start having cavity, that could start chopping up your gum, you're going to start having holes in your gum. This is for people who have even just a tiny opening, or even those who have their gums filled. Please take note of this. Your oral hygiene should be top notch. Don't kiss everybody, because tooth decay is very common. There are some people who may just eat bone and their tooth gets cracked. And food may go in and they'll brush and it, everything will be okay, but they don't have any holes on their gums. And there are others who have holes on their gums that are very tiny, and it's manageable, maybe because they don't have money to go fill it up. It's manageable, they keep it clean, it's not expanding, they actually gargle oral betadine or oral iodine or apple cider vinegar, it's okay. And there are those who have filled their teeth, but let me say it's not filled properly, and it's okay. They don't have mouth odor, they don't have sore throat constantly, they don't have fever. It's manageable because your immune system is fighting well and your oral hygiene is good. But if you make an error of getting involved with somebody who has poor oral hygiene, trust me, it's going to be messed up. It's going to get worse. And this is a caution for those who are in the film industry. If you're in the film industry and you know that you're going to be kissing people that you do not know, first thing I want to say is you need to be very cautious of your oral health. I mean, before you go on a kissing scene, make sure you gargle some apple cider vinegar or oral iodine, and you do that immediately after. And make sure that you don't brush before you do a kissing scene. So after this video, after listening to all these 12 points I've given you, please tell me, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to be kissing everybody you meet? So guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's class. I remain your seasoned medical professional, Gwendolyn Halle. Bye-bye.